Hello and good day, everybody. Welcome on back. So we are back to the main world. I'm going to show you what I have been doing because I have been busy. So first things first, as you can see, we have our view back and a random fire that has been going even in the rain. Yeah. So first things first, we have beacons. Let's get rid of this. I brought a firebird back, but it despawned because I didn't name tag it. And I'm okay with that. We got beacons. I used gold because of the nether. Still not done with this entirely. I still have heaps of blocks to use. I still want to do something with the corners. Not 100% sure what I want to do, but I'll do something just for visual representation. But got a glorious view. Bedroom, cat, trophy, and a creeper. Yeah. Our trophy banners. Trophies on the wall. Simple stuff. Our storage room that has not been upgraded yet because I just really started digging into Botania. I'll show you the quest log so you may see my progress. Not very far. I just made 5. And I'm trying to figure out a good way to get a good fuel going. I have some ideas, and they're not so good ideas as well. I'll have to wait and see. I have one of those guys. He's a storage tray. I'm also using those as cages. Some animals don't get out, but some do. We have our crafting area, chanting, cooking. I'm going to talk about cooking a lot today. Well, that's kind of going to be the main thing today because it is important. I'll go over that later. All right, TP room. Not sure how the Twilight's going to work, but I guess we'll figure it out. The Underdark, the maps, and the last map's going to go right here. We have the skies, the blue skies. I'm going to have the dark one here and the blue one here once we get to that. Underdark. I still have a few more things to do in the Underdark. I am not done with it. Nah, I just started it. Don't know what to do over there. I really recommend these dogs until you get the flying chocobo. That's the wrong one. That's how you get these. These are amazing. They're fast and they can fly. I didn't know they existed until my friend Clark showed me. Side note, oh, side note, if you put things in your inventory, in the bird's inventory, and you get off of it and cage it, it stays in the inventory. So do with that as you may. Show you the sides. I love these little things. They do break quite a bit though. Just gotta be careful with that. On the sides, on each of these sides, I'm going to do something. This one is bamboo. Drop off. This side is currently nothing. I may do a tree farm over here. Not 100% sure just yet. I have mushrooms growing over here. They're not doing all that much growing though. I see a slug got out. Again. Back in there. Mushrooms. This isn't working as intended. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought I was going to be able to break these and put these down and it start doing amethyst stuff. Yeah. Luckily, we do live nearly on top of a amethyst itself. So I have those. I just gotta make a way to get to it. Also, transmog. It runs off of amethyst. You can change the look of your armor. So if you don't like this traditional look, you can... Let's go to storage real quick. Show you. Show you how it's done. Alright, I do like this, so I'll just use this one. Right? Yeah, it's not bad. I also have an acorn cap on my head still. Just take that off. Can I make hats? No. Hat might just be a creative thing for the testing room. Oh well. Anyways, Trismog. Also, they do help in showing how to get down faster. Now, a way to get up faster, it's still a work in progress. And it changes the look of it. It does not consume the item either. As you can see in my hand, it's showing the paladin helmet, but it's this. And if I put it on, it's the paladin helmet. Or whatever it's called. And that's transmogging. So if you like the look of something, like I like the Terra Steel armor, I will probably use that armor regardless. As equipment. Unless I get a really good unique, then maybe. Maybe. Then maybe. Storage is kind of settled. I kind of have everything on me still. At least the things that have heaps of stuff. My miscellaneous bag, which I still need to sort through. Flower and some enchanted books, which I also need to go through. My... What was I calling this bag? Valuables bag. I have all my currency and valuable resources. In my block bag, I have the professions. Because I have these. And yeah, these go up pretty high. Yeah. Alright, last floor. Oh, not quite last floor. Got the farm and the barn. Kind of just a wild showdown here. I need to cut down some of those. Also, if you do an egg farm and you have a magnet, which you can see me toggling on and off, I really need to move my hotbar again. I recommend putting in this. This interesting little device makes it so magnets don't take all the eggs. As you can see there, okay, there's eggs in there. Magnets on, oh, off, on, off, on, off. And it's still not pulling them all. So it's super nice. I do have a chunk loader up and having the entire base chunk loaded. All the fishes and octopus and turtles. The turtles don't like the water for some reason. They kind of just sit. I push them in all the time. They'll swim for a bit and then just immediately jump out. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he just jumped out. Maybe they get stuck. They really like the reeds. I just let them be. And all the torfin, unfortunately, always seem to get stuck in the soul sand. Always. There's so many of them in the soul sand. Luckily, I can get them out easy enough by just jumping on them, like, or not. Like that. And then they just go. I lied. They're going right back in. Oh, stop. Yeah, my everyday food, which is bread. Oh, side note for the build. I did realize I made a mistake in my last one. I was going for this attack speed when the rogue attack speed was superior by 1%. But that 1% adds up, you put more points into it. And then the last but not least, all the way down here. Alright. We have our village. They're all over here. Guardsmen, villagers, still building up. Another iron golem. So the idea is, this is the arena for us to fight things. Training dummy. This is the arena. I'll probably make it a bit bigger. I'll probably change that one. I kind of like the bars. So one of these directions, this is the farm. This is going to be the tool stuff because it is connected to the strip mine. And I've been strip mining a lot. I just kind of go until I hit a lava pool and then I stop. And since we're so far down, there's a lot of lava. But it's nice. These little doors are nice. And the way we get back up is just this. There's no real good way going up. Unless I want to do a water elevator, but then that just gets really time consuming. Oh, last but not least, Botania. One of the things I was going to try was going to be bamboo, because it does eat bamboo. Let me go get some stuff. I don't have any bamboo on me. I'm dumb. I do have bamboo on me. What am I talking about? Like right here. That's... Okay, never mind. I was wrong. I can't turn it back. I forgot. So one of the things... I can grab a full stack. What am I doing? I don't need to be... Save that. Anyways, the weird interaction between feeding these like whole stacks of bamboo is that, let me throw these out first. Got 9. So there's 9 of them there, so they're all gonna eat. Okay, I need to turn this off or it's counterproductive. It's gonna charge this, it's gonna spit to that, to that. And it's just gonna go. But all of them are 0, so they're all pumping out pretty much the exact amount that this needs to just go, right? 3 ticks. 3 ticks each for the egg, except for this one. It's getting a little bit more. Okay. I actually need to make more string anyways. I'll make use of this time. I don't want to do. Forgot you gotta throw it. I need enough to make the cloth armor. Still not enough. Oh, I thought I threw it out. Make it rain! It's no longer raining. It's going. You're still going. Ah, they just all finished. More than that. I put this away. So, the weird thing with bamboo is that I think it kind of breaks. I'm gonna need more bamboo. Hold on. We have more real quick. I think the bamboo kind of breaks the way the Endo Flames go. I've been trying to... Wrong way. trying to rack my brain around how... Still on the wrong side. On how to set up a good, but really big bamboo farm. And I kind of don't want to do that, and then I do want to do that, because I'll show you why in a minute. I'm just going to go get some more. I can't use this. Let's grab this. Building wands do count as a tool, but they only take durability loss when you build with them. So you can, just like the flint and steel, use it just like this too. Turn this back on. So I always recommend at least having one tool on you at all times that you can use in this way. This is good for dirt. It's good for a lot of things. And then the magnet, of course. Just be careful not to accidentally build with it. The only downside about these doors, I'll show you. Turn this to shapeless real quick. Is you can easily break it by right-clicking, and then once it starts coming back again, you right-click again. Okay, maybe it didn't, because sometimes it will break, and it will continuously activate. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. Ah, there it goes. That's what I'm talking about. It will continuously activate. Which, and the only way to fix it, unfortunately, is to break it all. And then I have to replace it. So that is one of the downsides if you're not careful and you like double click on the door, or you and your friend are playing and you both click on the same door. When you're building, make sure you shift to place them. And that's fixed. Just gotta be careful on double clicks. But it's an easy fix, nonetheless. So anyways, back to what I was talking about. Bamboo, turn this off, seems to break a little bit when you throw a whole stack. Because it only lasts, hold on. So one bamboo will only last less than a second. So it is constantly just eating. But the thing is with it, is that when it constantly eats, once it eats, it generates mana. So it just goes. But then once this fills up, it's going to continuously eat, generating even more mana, and it kind of fills up like all the flowers, and this just can't keep up. When you have 9 of them. I think the limit of it, like around 6 might still be too much as well. At least with these mana spitters. Once we get the Giga mana spitters, oh, what are they called? Giga? Elven. No. Giga. Whatever. Gaia. Yeah. Gaia. Once you get the Gaia mana spitters, that is completely different. But they eat so much. If you want to do a bamboo farm just for these. Just to eat for fuel. Because they kind of act like furnaces. And they'll just eat it. Now for everybody who has done Botania and has watched me done Botania, we've hosted servers and I've broken. I've broken our servers too many times with my Botania farms. Because of the dropped items. The dropped items are an entity, I believe. So it just breaks. So I'm gonna try my best not to break my saved world with it. So I'm gonna try other means of generation that I haven't really done and messed with. Like lava, for example. It's in there brainstorming ideas and I was in there talking with Cloak. But then I did find a interesting block, which was this. This is a nice block, which I thought and I was hoping I could use as an elevator. Because it's a pull block. It pulls things in a direction. It's really kind of confusing to set up though. But you can... Oh, it changed direction on me. Can't set up a system like that. I messed that up. There we go. You set up a system like that. So it's just pulling and then it's rotating. I did wish that it would pull you upwards. But unfortunately, it doesn't. And yes, it does count for blocks too. It will pull blocks, which is what I was going to use for my farm. So I don't have to set up a convoluted system with the windmill flowers. Because once the system breaks, it's such a pain to get that all set up again. But now with these blocks, I don't have to worry about it. I could do these blocks for other stuff as well. But yeah, maybe I think if I'm gonna do an auto farm, is the play. Because bamboo you can easily set. Okay, it's gonna be really loud. You can easily set up a auto bamboo farm. But if you are gonna do that, you're really gonna have to set up a... You're gonna really have to sit there and do the math. Because as you can see, all of them filled up almost instantly. Because this was still too full. Let's go ahead and mess with that right now, actually. Alright, so 1 flower, 1 stack. Wait. No, give me that. So we're gonna wait for this to fully drain. Alright, so you can only shoot. I thought it would... Okay, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and drop a stack. So it shoots every 150 or so. And that's just 1. So we're gonna go ahead and put another endo flame down. Because it can easily keep up with 1. Okay. There's 2. Pick that up. And 3. Looks like 3 endo flames. Is what this one. Maybe 2.5. But luckily enough, the bamboo stack wouldn't last that long. For the endo flames to fill up and this to fill up as well. Looks like 3 is the go. So if I wanted to right now, looks like 3 is a tad bit too much still. Go back down to 2 real quick. Wait. Let this drain. So like it only takes 4. But the Endo Flames are ignoring the tick rate right now, because unless the tick rate, since they do tick, is it ticking like per second or per not per fuel time? What I mean is that since bamboo lasts less than a second, do all 3 ticks happen within that few second or that half a second? That's what I'm wondering. So if we don't really want to be wasteful, 2 is probably the go-to right now in my current setup on how much I can actually utilize. The reason why I had them spaced out is because I was testing the distance for them. So from here to here, this is the breaking point for the mana spitter. Meaning if let's go ahead and do this and point you here. This is what I was talking about. This is when the mana drop off. As you can see, the line is thicker and then thins out. Means more mana, less mana. So you don't want to see this. For anybody that doesn't know Botania. That's what you don't want. Unless you're doing something very specific. And that's a different story. But I was looking at the stuff for it. Alright, so I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2. You, and you. So Endo Flames eat 5 blocks away, for anybody that is curious. Chargers are pretty nice. Okay. And the last thing I want to talk about today, I'll before I get too absorbed into Botania stuff again, because I like messing with that. Oh, wrong one. So in this pack now, food is very important. So there is this kind of food too, which is nice and I do recommend. We just haven't got around to making it just yet. So you can have one of these consumables active at a time. I don't know if you can eat these like when you have food, like when you're full of hunger. That would be nice. I got alchemy to dig into as well. But as you see, a lot of these gives health regeneration, magic shield regeneration, energy and energy regeneration, mana regeneration, item find and damage, experience gain and damage. Those are going to be the food groups, which revolves this, and you need to do your proficiencies, which I have kind of been doing my proficiencies. My farming is pretty darn high. It's as high as it can go right now. Not quite. Actually, I just leveled up yesterday. My mining is pretty high. I haven't done very much bounty hunting. I don't really understand the bounty hunting yet. I get these tickets, but I don't know what to do. I'm assuming it's going to activate the shop. Wrong. Activate the shop somewhere, somehow in here. I'm just unsure. Anyways, so on top of the minus / food, which I just showed, we have food from this mod. Scene. This is going to be the more difficult because it does involve a little mini game. So what you're going to need a stove, Farmer's Delight stove works just fine. A cuisine skillet, and to get the cuisine skillet requires the normal skillet, which you make with 4 iron and 1 brick. And then once you make this skillet, you're gonna have to craft it with another brick to make the cuisine skillet. I need to make the spatula, and the way to make the spatula is you take iron into the stone cutter. Let's go ahead and do that now. Now, the cool thing with this food... grab an egg real quick. So, with this food, you are going to need to have... spatula, ouch. And then food. So... no, I'll show that after. So... this has a little mini game to it. When you right click, it will have a little pop up and you have to keep the arrow in the green. Oh, I actually forgot something. To actually get the food off the skillet, you're going to need plates. So you're going to have a lot of plates on hand. And it's burnt already. But that's besides the point. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, no, it is burnt. It is overcooked. I don't know if this really... I guess it will mess with the quality. But it does give you some buffs, which is the important part. And on top of that, the more you pile in here, the easier it's going to be for... not easier, the more servings you will have. And they're all well done. So, when you first start messing with this little mini game right here is going to be small. Very, very small. So if you are going to go with the cuisine mod, I highly recommend you go into your mods, look up cuisine. You can change it to whatever size you want, but if you want my recommendation, you're going to find it, search cuisine, click it, click config, go to client settings, and you're going to change the UI scaling. My recommendation is 2.5, but the base version is 1, and I'll show you what the 1 is. Done. Unless it's different in game. Oh, no, it's that's what I'm talking about, how small that is. It's just hard to keep track of all of the food that you put in here. So you can go through and just change the way you want. I recommend 2.5. 2 works too. Oh, 2. Just going with a good old 2. I recommend changing the size of it though. 2 works just as fine. Yeah, there's a bunch of different foods. Like I have this one, which increases my maximum health regeneration, and it boosts my physical damage. By the amount, I'm not 100% sure. But the more ingredients you put in it, the more servings you're going to get of it. And there's a bunch of different types as well, which I recommend experimenting, just to get it down. I have to eat all these. I can eat these well? Okay. Get rid of all these. You can find all the recipes in the GUI, per usual. Where put the plates? Put them in here. Oh, also, there are some others that will just straight up give you attack damage too, like this. But I'm assuming this is strength. No, look at it. Okay, yeah, it's a strength. 3 seconds of strength. There's 2 ways you can feed yourself. You have this. You have the lunch bag that you can go with, or you can go with the backpack upgrade, which you can set up foods that you want to eat, and you can have them filtered. The allowed list, the block list, when you eat, how low your health is, stuff like that. It's pretty nice. Let me put the spatula up. Yeah, I really recommend digging into the cuisine of the game. You'll get a lot out of it, especially the alchemy. I haven't dug too much in the alchemy. And I just remembered the one thing I was thinking about when I first started the recording, or when I went to do the recording. I'm going to show off one of the things that I didn't think I was going to be able to do, but I was in fact able to do. So we are going to fight a boss real quick. We're going to fight the Wither. I have the skulls on me, right? I can make the skulls. Alright. So, when I originally... I think he's stuck in the rope. I was originally doing this, I didn't think that my ability would be able to stun bosses, period. But I was mistaken. I was half mistaken. Because for some reason, they can still do their ability stuff. Oh, you're gonna be in trouble. There we go. But he will get stunned. As you can see, he's stunned, but he still launches his stuff. But he is stunned. He's not doing damage. Until I stop stunning him. Hey, I figured out you can in fact stun bosses. Now I don't do a whole lot of damage. The other right now, I'm kind of set up for more CC and tanking than really anything. So I have a good amount of lifesteal and stuff. As you see, I barely took very much damage. On top of that, I got even tankier with my last level up. Because I picked up this. And I now have a percentage of lifesteal as mana. Although I'm not 100% sure this is working. Only because I don't know if adding a percentage to something that's not a percentage, or well, it's plus 1% attacks hits. So it probably does. Unlike this one, which is a flat amount, is what I was going off of. But it should be fine. But yeah, so far my build is working out still very well. This is serving me very well. And I did get some Ascendancy points, and I already have the big hitter for myself. My build is going very well. Next up is going to be these. The movement speed is going to be nice. The dodge rating will be nice, because I still plan on using the strength and dex armor. I'm still not 100% sold on dual wielding yet. Not 100% sold on doing that just yet. But I may. But yeah, I found out you can stun bosses, and I was genuinely impressed that you were able to. I thought that was going to be like the full stop. So the stunning still stuns. Stunning still stuns. And I was interested in what else I can actually stun, because I don't think I'm going to be able to stun the dragon. There's no way I'm going to be able to stun the Ender Dragon. There's just no way. Also, we have bees. A lot of bees. These cute little guys. These mounts are nice. The dogs. Moon is still upstairs. For anybody that is building, why are you always trying to escape? For anybody that is trying to build underwater, I recommend these dogs. Because once you get, let me show you. Go to talents. Got armor dog dash. There's a whole bunch of talents that you can go over. Dog mount and swimmer. They're going to be probably really good choices really early on until you get to the nether and stuff like that. But once you get swimmer maxed and mounting dog, they are very fast. Very fast in the water. And you get water breathing. So if you're building, mining, digging in the water, these whales have not disappeared. I highly recommend getting the water dogs. But once you get the pecos that can fly, they outclass this dog. It becomes obsolete, which is really unfortunate. It is. It's really unfortunate. But this little guy really needs to stop trying to escape. I think the other one probably escaped too. Oh, no, I don't want him in there. I'll accidentally slay it. Yeah, it did escape. I think I'll have to move these. I think I'll put them upstairs. Put them in here. Can't escape in here. It did a flip. That wasn't my imagination. I saw it do a flip. Yeah. They could just be up here. Oh. I also have other mushrooms growing. In here. And these guys won't leave this rooms. We have dark corridors for more mushrooms to grow. And the reason why there's no mobs in here is because of these mega torches. I didn't mean to disable. There we go. Mega torches on each of the corners. So no mobs spawn. So we don't have to deal with mobs in the water. Hostile mobs in the water like corpse fish or drowned. Inside and outside for quite a while. That's the base, and that's what I've been up to. I haven't done too many things exciting. Done some of the maps. I could do a map real quick, actually. I'll add off of the map. It's one of the base maps, though. It's nothing, like, super special. Knockback, attack. Speed. Knockback resist. Gain speed and visibility. I guess we'll just do knockback attack. It's fine. See how the build goes. Well, I'll show you guys how the build goes in combat. I gotta buff up first, though. Wrong button. But the crowd clear that it does have is pretty nice. Because I have projectiles. More projectiles, and they just bounce like crazy. Stunning like crazy. And then my buff go again. Oh god, the fishing poles. Zombies and fishing poles are super annoying. I hate it. But the stun is, it's absurd. It really is. We'll do one more map, because that didn't take very long. We'll do a harvest map. Harvest maps are a bit harder, I think. I have heaps of harvest maps. Or listening to it bounce off of everything is still satisfying though. Oh, I had to attack. I was wondering why I was taking so much. And then we're stunning. I had the wrong buff active. Yeah, that crowd control, and AoE clear. Isn't too bad. And on top of this, just keep stunning. Oh, I'm stunned myself. Being able to just constantly stun lock things is pretty nice. I'm not the one being stun locked anymore. I'm lagging. There it goes. It's nice not being the one getting stun locked. For a change. Oh, and then one thing I do like about this backpack is that it will auto feed you in combat. So that's a big plus to actually going with the backpack feeder or player feeder. Okay, so far, the one downside to my setup though, that I'm not a DPS. So instead of focusing on a lot of damage stuff like I kind of have been and trying to get some survivability, I've focused more on survivability this time around. Then again, I also have more options for basic attack stuff too. This time around, which is nice. And the fact that I can go with AoE without going AoE is pretty nice too. Because this skill is just nice. Even without the fighter stance, getting an additional bounce works just fine. And I do have increased cooldown, so it is a longer charge, but since it has 3 charges... Oh. Codex. 2 Ps equals physical resistance, 3 Ps damage. Summon chaos. What? Does that mean I need a rune unique and normal? This is my first time ever getting a codex. Oh wait, it goes in my weapon slot? Is it an offhand? Because it goes in a codex slot. It was a codex slot? Oh, okay. Huh. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea how to use it. That is completely new to me. Codex, huh? So that was a 51 run, and I didn't take too much, and I cleared relatively quick. Not absurdly quick, like the whole room was just gone, but I didn't die. I think that's a big step up than what I'm used to dealing with as a melee attacker. And not a melee caster. Caster being skills. Oh, oh, oh. Wrong. Where's my... Is 50? Oh, they are 50. Where are the slugs at? I don't want to accidentally hit them. Oh, no! In the house? Why is it gonna be in the house? Yeah, that nearly permastun things is it's too good. Hello? There we go. As I was saying, the near permastun you could do on things is so nice. And since I am in defensive stance, I do get additional stun duration just a bit because of it. But that's not the point. The point is the additional duration of stun effects by 21%. Which stuns them even longer. Since it only lasts for a second, so it's a little bit more than 1 second. Still not that much, but it gives me time to recharge and cast again. So yeah, it's a winner. In my book, my setup is a winner. I'm sure there's better builds, but that's my best build thus far. And that makes me proud that I've so far made a successful build. I always change it later. I may or may not. I'll always happily test out any builds that you guys throw my way, though, or want me to come up with, as long as they're melee, because I don't really do range or casting magic. I could throw my hat into the mix with it, give you guys my 2 cents, but take that with a grain of salt. Because, yeah, 6 right there. I'm not a caster by trade. I'm not a DPS by trade. I am a tank. That's what I go, it's what I love and enjoy. Speaking of that, Blue Protocol just started their closed betas. I have not gotten yet, so that's very unfortunate. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like the building thus far. I like pyramids. They're very effective building structures in Minecraft. I am not done with it. I'm still building it up. The entrances are new. I did those yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm definitely enjoying the pack still. Helldiver's got an update. I probably won't be making any content on that, but I am looking forward to that. Just to keep you updated on what else I am doing on my own. Either way, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, be well, stay safe, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay awesome, everybody.